Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. BINTULU Port Holdings Berhad will continue to operate BINTULU Port until the end of the year. Meanwhile, the federal government announces a special Aidilfitri financial assistance of 500 ringgit to civil servants and retirees. And in world news, Europe's busiest airport, Heathrow, shuts down early today after a major fire. BINTULU Port Holdings Berhad (BPHB) will continue operating BINTULU Port through its wholly owned subsidiary BINTULU Port Sendirian Berhad (BPSB) until December 2025. BPHB President and Group Chief Executive Officer Ruslan Abdul Ghani said BINTULU Port had entered into a third interim agreement with the Ministry of Transport and the BINTULU Port Authority to continue operating the port for another 12 months.
So at the moment, we are still good to operate the port until the end of December 2025. In the meantime, as you know, the two governments are still talking to each other, led by our MIPD versus MOT in KL. So inshallah, by this year, they will be able to find a solution to that.
He was met after handing over 3.6 million ringgit in business zakat to Tabung Baitul Mal Sarawak earlier today. Commenting further, Rusal said BPHB processed 52 million tons of cargo at BINTULU Port last year, the highest amount ever recorded so far.
As well as the number of vessels that we managed last year was about 8,000 plus, just over 8,000. So that's one of the better years that we have had. Not to mention, of course, the financial performance.
For the financial year ending December 31st, 2024, BPHB recorded a higher net profit of 153.48 million ringgit compared to 125.06 million ringgit the previous year. Earnings for the financial year 2024 also rose to 828.3 million ringgit, up from 765.68 million ringgit the previous year. A road safety campaign in conjunction with Hari Raya Aidilfitri has been launched in Miri to raise awareness of safe and disciplined driving among road users. Sarawak Transport Minister Dato Sri Legumshin said the campaign serves as a reminder for road users to exercise greater caution while driving to prevent accidents.
Ini adalah satu usaha yang kita galakkan kerana semasa perayaan seperti Hari Raya dan lain-lain perayaan, bilangan kenderaan atas jalan, iaitu pengguna jalan raya akan bertambah. Jadi sebab itulah kita ingin memperingatkan lagi para pengguna jalan raya, kita mestilah memandu dan menggunakan jalan raya lebih berhati-hati kerana kita ingin mengelakkan kemalangannya berlaku. Dan kita mahu semua yang balik untuk merayakan Hari Raya ataupun perayaan-perayaan dalam setiap tahun balik dengan selamat. Kerana musim perayaan adalah masa kita untuk bersama dengan ahli-ahli keluarga untuk bergembira bersama-sama.
He spoke to reporters during a press conference for the campaign earlier today. According to statistics provided by the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, and the Sarawak Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department, human error remains the leading cause of road accidents.
Kelalaian dan kecuaian pemandu 95% yang menyebabkan kemalangan. Dan di sini ada juga statistik kemalangannya kenderaan kita yang langgar belakang 31.8%, memandu laju dan terbabas 23.3%, langgar sebelah tepi di simpang 21.6%, bertempung depan 4.2%, faktor-faktor lain 8.3%.
Lee expressed his support for this initiative, stressing that road safety is a shared responsibility among all road users, not just authorities such as the police or the Road Transport Department, JPJ. A total of 3,237 cases of road accidents were recorded in Sarawak from January to February 2025, resulting in 61 fatalities, 20 severe injuries and 52 minor injuries. Transport Minister Dato Seri Lee Kim Shin said that in Miri District, a total of 526 accidents recorded, reflecting a 12.5% drop compared to the same period in 2024 at 601 reported cases.
Kecelakaan maut menurun di Miri juga kepada 6 kes berbanding dengan 12 kes pada tahun yang lalu tempoh yang sama. Satu kes kemalangan parah sementara 8 kes kemalangan ringan direkodkan. Di daerah Marudi sebanyak 14 kes kemalangan dicatatkan menunjukkan penurunan 48.1% berbanding 27 kes pada tahun 2024.
Lee expressed hope that campaigns such as this would raise awareness among road users and help minimize accidents as much as possible. The Sarawak Forest Department, FDS, is attempting to set a new national record for the most Shorea trees planted in conjunction with the 2025 International Day of Forests. Its director, Datu Hamdan Muhammad, said the effort is not only to break the Malaysia Book of Records but also to recognise the dedication of various parties in conserving local biodiversity. According to him, since the Forest Landscape Restoration Program began in 2021, Sarawak has planted 35 million trees by June 2024, reaching 35% of the national target.
Tapi alhamdulillah kita di Sarawak ini mendapat satu sambutan yang sangat luar biasa daripada semua masyarakat, semua pihak, NGO, swasta dan sebagainya. Dan kita telah pun dapat melaksanakan program ini dengan jayanya. Dan sasaran yang telah diberi kepada kita untuk menanam 35 juta ini telah pun kita capai tahun lepas.
He further said that last year, 3,000 Shorea macrophylla trees were planted in the same area, earning recognition in the Malaysia Book of Records. According to Hamdan, the program is being carried out in the Sabah Forest Reserve, a young forest that was previously logged.
Dengan adanya program yang kita laksanakan sebelum ni dan juga pada hari ini, ianya dapat memulihkan semula kawasan hutan di Sabah ni dan secara tidak langsung memulihkan semualah biodiversity di kawasan ini, termasuk juga hidupan liar, haiwan dan sebagainya.
Hamdan noted that the initiative aligns with the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030, which prioritizes a balance between economic growth and environmental sustainability. As part of the program, 500 participants, including staff from the FDS, Sarawak Energy Berhad, local village communities, took part in a tree planting event in celebration of the 2025 International Day of Forests, observed annually on March 21st. Welcome back. The federal government has agreed to provide a special Aidilfitri financial assistance of 500 ringgit to civil servants in grade 56 and below, with payments to be made next week. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim also announced that a payment of 250 ringgit will be extended to all government retirees, including pensionable and non-pensionable veterans as well. According to ANWAR, the government has seriously reviewed the matter of civil servant bonuses given the improved administration, better service and education of civil servants. Speaking to reporters after performing Friday prayers at Masjid Sultan Abdul Samad, KLIA, ANWAR said the Aidilfitri aid for 1.6 million civil servants and retirees amounts to nearly 900 million ringgit. According to Service Circular No. 1/2024 on the implementation of the Public Service Remuneration System SSPA. Grades 55 and 56 under the Malaysian Remuneration System have been reclassified as grade SSPA 15. On to world news. Britain's Heathrow Airport, Europe's busiest, shut down early today after a major fire at an electricity substation cut power to the sprawling hub, disrupting hundreds of flights and thousands of travellers. Airports authorities said they expected significant disruption over the coming days, while online flight tracking service Flight Radar 24 said at least 1,351 flights to and from the airport will be affected. Social media images showed massive flames from the substation, while footage from Heathrow reveals shuttered shops and deserted terminals lit only by emergency lights. Authorities urge passengers not to travel to the airport until it reopens just before midnight on Friday. London Fire Brigade deployed 10 fire engines and 70 firefighters to contain the blaze, evacuating around 150 people from nearby properties. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.